For this week's tip day, we're going to talk about getting into competitive TF2, Highlander or 6v6. Me and a couple of friends are starting our own competitive team, and I've been talking to a lot of people that are interested in getting into the scene. I found that there is a rather large missing chunk of information that I thought everyone knows that a lot of them didn't have. So I just want to go over some of the basics. At the end of this, you won't know how to follow a procedure to actually be in a team, but this is just some stuff to help you out when you're barely starting off, where to even begin. First, I would suggest checking out the UGC website. That's a tournament league, and there is so much information on there, from the specific maps that they play per season to the weapons that they allow. You can also look up other teams, team names, and potentially even from there get a contact with a team that you could be in. For more information or discussion on competitive TF2, you should check out Our True TF2. It's on Reddit. I'll put a link somewhere on the top. Go there. They have more meaningful discussions. It's good to keep track of what's going on in the community. But for actually finding a team, I would suggest stopping by our TF2 LFT. I'll put a link also on the top of the screen. This place is almost like a Craigslist for TF2 teams. You can stop by and see people that are both looking for teams and teams that are looking for specific classes. I would really suggest starting here to just get a feel for what people are looking for and the language they use when describing what they are. To actually start playing something similar to a competitive TF2 match, like a Highlander or a 6v6, of course there is the TF2 lobby. Again, I'll put a link on the top. In the TF2 lobby, it's not that much different from a pub. The skill level of the players is a pretty wide spectrum. Teams sometimes get stacked one way or another, but generally people understand their role, and you get to have a sense of what it feels like to lose a person. You get a sense of how important staying alive is and keeping your team alive. You know, those medic picks count a lot more than in a pub when you're in a lobby. It's also not a bad place to start networking, to let people know you're looking for a team. Some information you should know when you're gonna find a team is location is incredibly important. It can determine the ping you're gonna get when you're playing with them. So make sure you mention where you are, the state or the country. The time zone you're in is also very important. If you're 6 hours off of every other player, that's gonna make meeting up very difficult. And then of course, just look for a team that you can work with, people that you can get along with, people that play the way you are. If you like to rage and you don't mind hearing rage, I mean, there are teams that are okay with that sort of thing. But if you don't like to rage and you don't like to deal with that sort of thing, don't get in a team that has that as the way that they handle the stress. If you're ready to get started right now, here's some terms you should look up and some of the prerequisites to actually playing. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some gaming news.